where you get something, you're unsure about it, but you're like, oh yeah, or maybe if I lose like £10, you can have 2 scoops, you can have 3 scoops, you can have the entire tub. No one's judging you. Markets put things on the end of aisles to attract you to spend more money. Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time watching, welcome. My name is Maureen, and on this channel I make videos on travel, lifestyle and parenting. So if that sounds of interest, don't forget to subscribe before you go. On today's video, I'm going to give you 5 tips on how you can save money more regularly. These tips are not rocket science. They're probably things you've heard of before, but clearly you and I are not always putting them into action. The first tip is to cancel all unused subscription services. If you did not use them during quarantine when you had 3 months, you don't need them, sis. You don't need them. If you didn't watch Netflix, if you didn't watch Hulu, if you didn't even listen to your Spotify, your Apple Music, if you didn't look into your glossy box or whatever those hair things are, you don't need them, sis. Save your money and cancel the subscription. We live in a world where everything is subscription based, and I feel like everything from hair care to clothing, Fabletics, Fenty, Savage X Fenty, like you can have a subscription for everything. But if you're not using it, you're wasting your money. And if you cancel it, that money goes back into your pocket. My second tip is to skip drinks and desserts at restaurants. I know we haven't been out for months, and I'm telling you, you should skip having a nice drink at a restaurant and having dessert. Well, hear me out. The reason why I'm giving you this as a tip to save money regularly is because desserts are like they're overpriced. We know this, they're overpriced, but I think we do it for the experience. But if you're trying to save money, you don't need the experience. So desserts are like $6, $7 for like 3 scoops of ice cream. You can go and spend that exact same money on your way home after dinner and buy yourself a tub of quality ice cream, and you can come home and eat it at your leisure. And you don't even have to have 1 skip when you get home. You can have 2 scoops, you can have 3 scoops, you can have the entire tub. No one's judging you, but it would have cost you less than buying it at a restaurant. And when it comes to drinks, half the time when you're getting drinks at a restaurant is either not great quality wine, watered down spirits, not great quality spirits. So instead of paying $10 to $15, sometimes even $20 for 1 drink, how about you grab yourself a bottle of wine for less than that on the way home, and you can pour yourself a large glass of wine. Not the standard small glass, you know. You can pour yourself a large glass, and if you want to drink the bottle, no one's judging you, sis. You've bought it and you've saved money than spending it at the restaurant. So it's not a huge saving, because you are still going to be spending money on your way home, but you get more for your money than spending it at restaurants. So bear this in mind as restaurants starts to open up. Do you really need to get dessert and a drink with your meal? Ask yourself. The third thing is, do not get sucked into sales and promotions. These days it seems that when you go onto a website, it pops up, would you like 15% off? Would you like 10% off? And you're like, oh, I'm just here to just check out the product. I don't know if I want to buy it. And then you think, oh, but I can save 15%. Oh, maybe I will buy it. No, don't buy it. If you do not go out to buy something, if you do not go on a website to buy something, do not get sucked into sales. If you're saving 10% of something that you didn't need, that's percent too little. That's 10% too little. That's not a saving. You're spending more because you didn't actually need that thing. So when you go on websites and a promotion pops up, or they email you a promotion, if you do not need that item, do not get sucked into promotions, and you can save more money. The fourth way you can save money regularly is to return your unwanted items. If you've bought something, a piece of clothing, something for the home, and if it's not looking right how you imagined it, take it back, sis. If you bought something and it's not fitting, it's not looking how the model, it was looking on the model, you're not really sure if you like it. If you do not fall in love with something, don't try to make it work for you. You don't need it. Return it and get your money back and save that money. There's far too many times where you get something, you're unsure about it, but you're like, oh yeah, or maybe if I lose like 10 pounds, it'll look better. Or maybe if I had this to go with it, then it would look better. No, you're making excuses for stuff that you don't need. If you get it, you're not in love with it. If you get an item for your home and it's not looking how you imagined it to look, the best thing you need to do is to make your way to the post office, UPS, FedEx, the post office, USPS, whatever, and return that item and put your money back into your savings. The last thing is to make a grocery list and stick to it. So many times you go to the shop wanting to buy, one or two things. You don't really know what you're going to buy, but you need something. So you go up and down the aisles and you're like, oh yeah, oh that's nice, oh that looks interesting, oh that looks kind of tasty, maybe I should buy that. And when the time you go to pay for your items, you're like, you spent $50, $100, and you're like, whoa, what the hell did I buy? How many of you have had that moment? If you have, give this video a thumbs up. When you're like, oh my God, what did I even buy? You look at your shopping and you're like, well, what cost $100? What cost $80? I don't even know what I bought. That's where you're going wrong. You need to make a shopping list and stick to it. If that item is not on your shopping list, it's not coming home with you. Don't get attracted to the end of aisle items. Supermarkets put things on the end of aisles to attract you to spend more money. And too many of us, including myself, have fallen victim to this. You buy something, you get home, and you never even use it. And then you look in your fridge a week or two later and it's gone off and you're like, oh man, I forgot about that, because you didn't even need it in the first place. So save your money, take a shopping list when you're going shopping and stick to it. Let me know in the comments the ways that you save money regularly on everyday basis. I would love to know, because I'm always looking on ways where I can save money, where I can spend less, and it'll be great for me to hear your suggestions. If you found value in today's video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. It really helps out the video. Share it with another friend. Invite them to the family. Invite them to the channel. Let's be friends. And I hope you guys are doing great. Thank you for watching today's video, and I'll see you next time. And before you go, watch these other videos right here. Bye.